Imagine standing at the absolute climax of your life, the moment you've trained for since childhood. You are the greatest warrior of your era. The armies are roaring, the dust is swirling, and just as the battle horn sounds, your weapon slips from your hand. You refuse to fight. This is the exact situation facing Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He looks across enemy lines and doesn't see a faceless opposing force. He sees his beloved grandfather, Bhishma, who taught him how to walk. He sees the gurus who taught him how to shoot the very arrows he's now supposed to fire at them. The prospect of shedding their blood has left him paralyzed. His logic feels deeply compassionate. He tells his charioteer, Lord Krishna, that he would rather wander the earth with a bowl and beg for his meals than sit on a throne built over the corpses of his own family. He views avoiding the war as a moral necessity. Krishna identifies this hesitation as a breakdown of duty, a refusal to act born from incomplete knowledge. Sometimes intense emotional attachments mask a deeper fear of fulfilling a difficult purpose. Krishna deconstructs human reality into 3 distinct layers, starting with the most obvious. The first is the sharir, or physical body, which exists in constant decay. The infant you were is gone, replaced by a youth, transitioning into an elder, a temporary shell. Krishna compares this physical body to a set of clothes. Just as you discard old garments to put on new ones every morning, the entity inside simply discards a worn-out physical suit to inhabit a new one. Because the body is designed for change and eventual dissolution, grieving for its end reflects a misunderstanding of our true identity. Beneath that fragile outer shell lies the second layer, the Atman, or the soul. Unlike the body, which can be bruised and broken, the soul is a radiant energy source. It doesn't age and cannot absorb impact. Weapons cannot cut this entity. Fire cannot burn it. It remains untouched by water and unaffected by the wind. It exists outside physical destruction. These verses from the Bhagavad Gita manuscript record these properties. The text codifies the concept that the soul is unborn, eternal, and remains unchanged even when the body is slain. This record applies the law directly to the battlefield. Krishna explains that the true selves of Arjuna's elders are already bound by a cosmic timeline. Arjuna is merely the physical instrument, the medium, through which these inevitable events unfold. Therefore, the concept of killing in a physical war is an illusion. You can destroy the chariot, but the passenger riding inside it remains unharmed. If the true self is untouchable, the source of human pain must lie elsewhere. Krishna identifies the third layer, the mind, as the engine of grief and attachment. Think of the soul as a quiet passenger. The mind is the charioteer up front, gripping the reins that control the 5 physical senses. If the charioteer is unstable, the senses pull the entire vehicle off course. This instability happens when the mind becomes consumed by ego. It believes it is the primary doer, entangling itself in the dualities of success and failure. Arjuna's paralysis originates here, where the mind deceives him into feeling grief for a physical illusion. When the army is stripped of its physical layer, the faces of grandfathers and teachers dissolve. Arjuna is left looking at a collection of karmic choices, actions that either uphold or destroy the universal order. The family ties that caused his hesitation now appear secondary to the requirement for justice. Krishna reminds him of the specific crimes committed by the Kauravas, such as the public humiliation of Draupadi. These actions require a response. Physical relationships do not grant immunity from the consequences of unrighteousness. The sacred tank at Kurukshetra provides the geographical anchor for this discourse, marking the site where these truths were revealed on the eve of battle. The final instruction is to perform one's highest duty without attachment to the results. You act because it is right, not because you seek victory or fear loss. This is the only way to avoid the trap of grief. Incomplete knowledge serves only to cloud judgment and cause suffering. Once the immortality of the soul is understood, you must arise and fulfill your duty. You must fight.